Okay, so this is going to be my second part video playthrough. I've been playing a little bit without recording, just backtracking and stuff, and that definitely would not be entertaining to anybody, but I was able to get some trophies and just understand the mechanics a little bit more, and especially the stats for when you make deliveries, like the bridge link, which does not make sense until you actually experience it like a second time. Anyway, this is going to be, I think this is technically episode 2 that I'm in with this next order, and I believe there is a mandatory combat mission in it, or aspect, so we'll see how long it takes to actually get to that. But let's see. Yeah, confirm. Yeah, so it looks like we need a bridge, a ladder, I should say, and it also looks like there's some BTs based on those symbols. But once again, it's just a guess. Deliver all 6 containers, and they're rare metals. So that's accepted. I have a ladder. I'm going to try to not make another one. I should probably... I'll go on my back. Oh, attach to suit. Yes. Attach to suit. No. Oh, left shoulder. Okay. Confirm. I think that's fine. Actually, red hit might be better. The one that's... Let me take one off my back and put it attached to the suit. Left hip. That seems a little better balanced. And I have no idea what to do with destroyed packages. I guess you just leave them. I was thinking there's a way you could recycle some aspect of it, but I guess not.
Order assigned.
Yeah. Oh, I got this hat by increasing my connection to the central knot city. And it's supposed to do something for stamina. And, oh yeah. There actually is a way, yeah, this is it. Don't think I need the glasses. Boots are fine. And yeah, the hat reduces stamina consumption, so that's a good thing. But the sunglasses actually don't do anything. Can I not access the map? I guess I have to leave.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Okay. Right. So that's where I have to go. And yeah. So this is pretty much all there is to the gameplay, for like 99% of it. So, if you find this like not entertaining or enjoyable, this game's probably not for you. Um, it's kind of relaxing. I kind of like it, but it's also like, just give some likes here. Help out other players.
Today's a good day. Thanks for the help.
So this, I don't like it. Can I dare I do that? Nope. Oh wait, I can. Just not close enough. Use watchtower. Oh, this is pretty helpful. Crystals. I can't do anything with those yet, I believe. That's destroyed resin. Can't do anything with that. Oh, can I zoom in? That could be drop stuff or it could be destroyed. So what I have learned is that one of your stats of that you can upgrade with deliveries is I think it's called bridge connection. Probably not good for me to do. Anyway, the bridge. Are those borders? I don't remember what they are.
Heads up, Sam. Your cargo's been pinged. Move. Now, before someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught.
Shit. Oh, so this is some combat-ish. Those, I believe, are called mules, and they do want to steal your packages. I believe that's one of your sensors. And I don't have any weapons right now. I think you get to fabricate them a little bit later. There's like a non-lethal... They're non-lethal weapons to stun these guys. But in the meantime, I want to get away. That's where I'm going. I don't think they're still following me. No, I've been pinged again. Going to try to do this without dropping anything. And without having to use... So there's a limit as to how many items you can create and like leave in the world and use in online. Oh, thought I was gonna drop that. When you use somebody else's item, it doesn't count towards your limit. So that's one good thing. That guy's getting a little too close. Okay. I've got to hustle. My assumption is once I get past this thing in there... Oh, come on. Do not do that. Or not. No. Oh.
Mules gave you trouble, huh? Good
Well,
thing it was raining.
not
Even
really.
they know better than to mess with BTs.
Where's this at? How far away is this? 700? See, now, if I pick that up, I have to bring it back to where it just came from, and I don't want to do that. I think I can drop it off at the post office, the mailbox. Up here, you got something for it. I think it's lights. Yeah, so you can drop it off here, and I believe you don't get as many likes as if you brought it to the place where it's supposed to be delivered. Let's see. Yeah, so I got 24 likes. I think you would have gone like 40, and I actually brought it to that facility. But at the same time, I don't want to backtrack. I want to actually just get to this next area and deliver my own cargo. What is this? Oh, metals. Yeah, I don't know if I can deliver those metals, if there's something in there. Since I'm right by this mailbox, I'm just gonna drop it off. Deliver. Yeah. Yeah, so like I'd get 100. Yeah, I'll take 25. Oh, yeah, because that's going all the way back to like where you start. And that was an NPC's stuff, it wasn't. It wasn't an actual like online player. That's where I'm going. I think this is somebody's sign. I think it's a sign. Yeah, I think this is just somebody's sign. Look at some likes. That does help you. And we have BTs. I think. Or we will. picking up any of that stuff because I actually have too much. I'm not seeing them right now. I know they're over here. Wait, do I have to stand still to see them? I think there's one there. And I see one somewhere directly ahead.
Show yourself.
Okay. Okay. I don't want to become over-encumbered. I think they're all behind me for now. And that is... how far? 335. Oh. I do need to go that way. Oh shit. So because it's raining, the containers are taking damage. If they take too much damage, they're destroyed, and then the contents can also be destroyed. Yep. Oh dear.
Something wrong, Sam?
I don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
Okay. Thank goodness it stopped raining.
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB is not performing the spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
Stamina decreased. Okay, so... oh. So that looks like a bike is over there. So now the weird thing is when you refill, like when you drink the energy drink, it refills your stamina. When you stand in any water, your canteen is refilled. But I don't understand how it's Monster Energy drink if you are in the river. That would be nice.
Beginning scan.
For me to use.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
I do like, and now I understand why those purple. It's because they're supposed to be
Decontaminating suit.
delivered to you.
Rest is advised.
Make delivery, deliver requested cargo. It's all getting delivered. Things don't look so hot, but I'm pretty sure nothing inside got damaged.
Wait station folks told me all about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition, right? The guy expanding the chiral network on his lonesome, when he's not out making deliveries. So what'd you bring us? Let's see it. Talk about above and beyond. Thanks. Must have had to pass through BT territory to get here too, didn't you? They weren't joking when they said you were a legend.
Ooh, just shy of 3. Okay.
Okay, it's time. Do you mind connecting us to the network?
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
Yeah, so now I can create more, or have more bandwidth to create stuff like ladders and mailboxes and at some point other structures. Some interview stuff. Okay. So you can recycle stuff now and mail in data. Those are mail in data add towards trophies of some sort. I think you need to read like 100 pieces of mail, 100 interviews. And I think you just get those over time. Oh, and there are all these symbols. Okay. Yeah, so those are other player structures.
Looks like we're on the chiral network. And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do. Good.
The distro center is on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator.
Good work.
Let's see. This microphone's not the best. I might also not be talking as loud. Oh. So recycle. Where's the resin that was destroyed? Yeah. I'm gonna recycle this if I can. Nope. That doesn't make sense. You have to go down to confirm every time. Okay. Where's the private room? Yes.
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the still mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its still mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, Perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
I really hope this isn't yet another system that you have to maintain. If it's just like a story beat, then that's fine.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard, still not chained up, still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east, back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope. I'll be waiting, Sam. Waiting for you. Come and find me.
Okay. Trippy dream.
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman. Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower? It's good for the body and soul, and also my research as it happens.
Okay. Weird mission objective, but it is a Kojima game, so I think par for the course.
This is Hartman. Deadman relayed your request to me, as I oversee BT research. I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on a BT.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Mama. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of optimism.
Processing fluids. Waste products. Drilling. Dispensing.
There. Take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react. Who knows? It may even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. 5, 4, it's almost time.
2, 1. After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Hell, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the Chiral Network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information. Such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
I'm sure that's not going to make for interesting game streaming. I am at least going to take a look at mail and see if there's anything in here. Oh god. Alright, so the bike's battery is dead. It just has to be recharged once, but I don't know if that's something easy. And let me see what else. Yep, George Benton, that's the other center I've been at. At least I think. Oh no, I just keep seeing his name. He's an NPC that's left stuff. I think. Oh no, that is George. Yeah, this is too much reading for me to do on this stream. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's see what the next thing to do is. I think it's just to head out. I don't think I have any different gear. No. Oh wait. Check on BB. I think you're supposed to do this like once every time you have him hooked up here. You have to soothe him.
Tired, huh?
That's supposed supposed to help your relationship. Okay.
Sam, we've received a distress call from the distro center staff. Check the order on the delivery terminal as soon as you're ready.
Alright, let's see what this is.
This isn't what we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
Sister woman in the mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
Sam, out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that...
Something wrong?
When I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Lead-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? Does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
'Cause you're the expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, but we don't truly understand them. Believe me, I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
Sam, check the delivery terminal and review the list of orders.
Yeah, I was about to do that until I got a stupid codec call.
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know. After all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back? Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
Let's see. No, I guess it's this recovery of the interface. This seems like it's going to be a little bit more action-oriented, and that I'll have to actually take out a mule camp. Let's see. Get that. The interface. Supply supplies. Okay. I'm just gonna do the one for now. I don't need the other one if it's time-based. Counting against me.
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your PCC. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. You never know when you'll need to recon an area.
I guess... tool rack. Oh. Damage to suit. Left hip. Okay.
Order assigned.
I feel like I need to fabricate something. Oh yeah, you can't fabricate because there's no printer. Allow structures to be built. Okay. Oh, not what I wanted. Give me the hack.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey. Econ keeping up. Econ keeping up.
Don't know how you charge the bike. I don't know if you're not able to. We'll find out.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Oh, great. That's right.
Today's a good day.
I'm pretty sure.
Thanks for the help.
That's another player. Let's see where I have to go. Alright. So it's somewhere here. I guess. Yeah. Alright. On foot I go. I'm assuming I can't charge the bike without the printer. I'm assuming the printer is needed. I just double check that I'm going in the right direction. Yes, I am. It looks like people might have left structures. Alright.
Call it a rule or a habit, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them. Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that. But be careful, these guys are armed. If this goes sideways, be ready to fight.
Alright, so you have to knock them unconscious. I think when you are able to fabricate weapons, that does it for you. Equip the strands. Oh, okay. What's that? Oh, I see. Okay. So this, I guess you can kind of like trip them out. Let's see. I guess I'm unequipped and punch them. Prepare the strand, then use R2. Okay. I think, to be safe, I'm going to equip this now.
Almost there.
Almost there. I think it's like up this way. Yeah, I think I see somebody's ladder. Alright. Down here, because it doesn't look like it's going to be any easier. I think people left stuff. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe I can go this way. This like blue and white thing is? That looks like a screen. Cargo scanner. Can be used to locate cargo. Okay. I also think do this here.
Mule drop sites are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key. Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
Great. Okay. That's annoying. Warp is annoying. No. I don't want to equip it anymore. That's a slope too. How about here? Is this a slope? Yes. Finally.
Construction complete.
Alright, where's the stuff that I need? The metal. I don't think I need boots. Although that's a guy. I think there's only one person here. I guess I might as well go after him, this way we get some sort of action. He's over there.
Been spotted by mules. Find somewhere to hold up. Look around and trust your instincts.
Oh. Okay. That wasn't nearly as satisfying as I thought it would be. Yeah, here comes another. Great.
Been busy? Seems all the mules in your vicinity have been incapacitated.
Well, that was a little anticlimactic and very simplistic. But I'll take it. I guess this is the printer. Oh. I think... I think there is a way for me to do something quick. I don't know. Don't want to optimize that. Yeah. First one. This is what I need to take. Carry on back. Lost cargo special device. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna take that. I want to attach it to my suit, but I can't. Okay. This needs to go onto my suit. Right hip. Something else needs to go. Metals. Attach the suit. Right shoulder. And these metals. Attach the suit. Left shoulder. Okay. God. Every time you do that, you have to scroll to the bottom, hit confirm. I should have checked that water. The annoying thing I found is that if water is too deep when you go into it, you'll be swept away and you could potentially lose something. which is a pain in the ass. I cannot tell what side. Oh, everything is on the opposite side. Get to there without having to cross over the water. I guess there was water there. That would be nice. Okay. Well, that's the most action this game has had in about 5 hours. It's nice that you can counter attacks, I guess, with the strand or the rope. There's also a ladder. I feel like the rope is just easier.
Mules. Damn addicts chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the day, AI did everything. Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles and drones. And all we had to do was sit back and let them work. It was revolutionary. Damn near singularity. No reason for it not to take off. But it didn't. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry. So, after some consideration, we put it back in. Made jobs no one really needed and gave them to folks who couldn't live without them. And from there, it snowballed. Now we got cults of cargo-chasing crazies who get off on hijacking shipments. Jackal's always on the lookout for the next order. Make sure you're not him.
Oh, God. I feel like I'm gonna fall. Yeah, so it's a little strange. That could have ended badly. Yeah, so the mules get a high from stealing packages.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Okay. Complete. Make delivery. I'll deliver that first.
Back, are you? You're trying to put the rest of us to shame? Fine by me.
Okay, what's this? Oh. More structures can be built within the chiral network area. And the amount of materials Sam can use has been increased. Okay. see me in a second.
Order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Because I am making the actual delivery that you needed.
Time to get that chiral printer in working order. Sorry to push you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Excellent. The unit doesn't have a scratch on it. Never doubted you'd come through for us.
Sam, how are your shoes holding up? Not too well, I imagine, conditions being what they are out there. Nothing ruins your day like shoes falling apart while you're on the job. Carry on like that, and it's only a matter of time before you injure yourself. I've arranged for boots to be added to your supplies. Bridges standard issue, so they ought to fit you fine. You should always carry an extra pair. But if you forget or run into trouble, you can fabricate another via a terminal at one of our many facilities.
Okay. Well, that's good, because the one pair I have is just about shot. You can tell by the yellow on the left-hand side of the HUD.
See you around.
Congratulations, Sam. I understand you now have access to a chiral printer. An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach, enabling us to transfer massive volumes of data instantaneously. Since under normal circumstances, such transfers would take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we have come to rely upon. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive man's with fire. Is it useful? Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same could be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of what I learn. You have my word.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery.
Yeah. Okay. Can I recycle these? I can. Recycle that. Recycle that level once more. No. Nope, that's on the cargo shelf. Can recycle my old shoes and equip? No. Guess this is just recycling. So besides delivering packages, there's also a lot of supply management, resource management, which is not necessarily riveting gameplay. So I need to fabricate boots. Because I have those. Just one. That could be attached to the boot clip. And which ones were used? These. Put on footwear. Okay. And now there's another order to take. I don't know what this one is.
Sam, the area around that distro center has produced a significant quantity of chiral crystals. Matter of fact, that's where the chiralium used in your Cupid's internal circuitry came from. They have a range of applications, including equipment fabrication. Bottom line, they're a valuable resource and one you'll want to make the most of. I'll let Hartman explain in more detail, but chiral crystals don't exactly grow on trees. If you see any deposits, you should go out of your way to gather them, especially since folks with dooms are the only ones that can, provided they have the necessary equipment, that is. I'll see that it's added to your supplies for this order.
Sam, it's Hartman. Following the discovery of the beach, we not only began to observe heretofore unseen phenomena, but a new type of matter, chiralium. I say new, but it has doubtlessly existed since the dawn of the universe. We believe it was always there, like dark matter and certain particles, ever present, yet overlooked because we lacked the capacity to see it. Chiralium appears to be unbound by the constraints of physics as we understand them. It can stop time or move contrary to it. On occasion, it even defies gravity. In practical terms, it can stop or even reverse time and causes objects to float. A special cylindrical case is required to collect and store it. Suffice it to say, the procurement of samples is vital to our ongoing research.
Okay. I need crystals. Collect at least one CG. Oh, but they desire 100. Okay. Accept. Attach the suit. Oh no, I have stuff on my left hip. Carry bag. Okay.
That thing you're holding is a crystal collector. As the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints. Surrounding rocks and debris tend to float a few feet above the ground. And they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these three things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
Thank you for your contribution.
Kind of. I have seen them before.
Have a pleasant journey.
Keep on keeping on.
With an annoying message that you can't get them yet.
Keep on keeping on.
So Do I still have a marker here? That's that. Remove.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
You sure I won't move anything now?
Sam, Cairo crystals are pretty small and can be difficult to spot with the naked eye. I'd advise you to use your ultra deck to point you in the right direction. If you want to survey a wider area, though, you might consider building a watchtower and relying on its sensors.
Oh, this looks like a crystal.
Just a bit further now.
I might as well go for the 100 and get as many points as I can. I'm up to 76. 145. That was a little too easy. There's another one. Can I pick it up?
There we go.
Just double check what this mission is for. Orders. Desired is 100. And I believe I have well more than that. Cargo. I don't know if you can get more. These are actually good supplies to get. Can help me with build stuff. I mean, I think that's it for now. It is raining, so these boxes are gonna get destroyed at some point.
Today's a good day.
Anyone?
This one's for you.
Okay.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked.
Sam,
All clear.
Cairo
Welcome,
crystal deliveries
Sam.
are a little different from the usual. The process is pretty simple, though. Access the delivery terminal to drop off any Cairo crystals you're carrying.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Claim materials. I don't know what that does. Oh, maybe that's everything I recycled. Make delivery. Lost cargo. Increases the bridge length? Yep. But not by much. Okay. Claim materials. I don't know what this is supposed to be for. Oh wait. Metals. Alright. Let me recycle these crystals, because I'm pretty sure that's what they want me to do. Okay. Oops. The menus could be a little easier to understand.
Got some chiral crystals for us? These crystals only form in places with elevated chiralium levels, which makes me wonder if expanding the network had something to do with it. Damn, son. That is a lot of crystals. Maintenance and R&D will both get their fill, looks like.
Oh, I guess if I went into the BT area, I would have done more? I have no idea. Container repair spray. Oh. I can make a bridge now.
Excess chiral crystals can be deposited at any facility. They'll be added to the stores held on site. These local stores include materials that you can draw upon to fabricate equipment as needed.
Oh, cool. Alright, I can carry more cargo now.
Oh, before I forget. This is for you.
That's container repair spray for patching up cargo containers. Good for dealing with timefall degradation and all that. Useful stuff if you and your cargo have been through the ringer. We've added it to your supplies list, so it's readily available if and when you need it.
Oh, I don't want to take it though.
BC.
There is a correlation between elevated chiralium levels and increased crystal formation. This may well be the result of the network's expansion. You needn't worry though. Local chiral density is still within an acceptable range. If you find any more, be sure to collect it. You'll be well rewarded.
If you come into more chiral crystals, you can submit them at one of our facilities. And you can deposit other resources too, along with any items you don't need. Everything has its value. What we don't use as is can be broken down into components for R&D and other applications.
Alright, I'm carrying a a lot of stuff right now. I guess the Cairo crystals too? No. Okay, maybe not. Oh, you can't. That's ridiculous. You have to select them each individually to recycle. Crystals. Might as well do all of them. And that's as much as I want to recycle. Okay, fabricate equipment.
We've added a bridge schematic to your PCC. The first step is laying the foundation, after which you'll have to supply additional materials to finish the job. Plenty of rivers and canyons could do with a good bridge, you know. Take a stroll across one you built yourself, and I guarantee you'll be glad you made the effort. Give it a try.
Okay. Alright. I think I'm gonna end it for now. I might do some later.